All right, there we go. Hopefully it'll work now. But how are you guys doing tonight? Happy Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday, 7:42 p.m. Hope you guys are having a good night. Okay, so I am going to try not to get emotional because I'm feeling kind of inspired right now and a little bit in my feelings. I feel a little bit in my feelings. Okay, so hey Shannon, how are you? If you guys are watching this live, drop hashtag live in the comments below. If you are watching the replay, drop hashtag replay in all caps. I'm on my bouncy ball. All right, so I just got off of a live announcement. So I'm partnered with a healthy living company, and I just got off of an announcement that made me really emotional. And I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. So the CEO of the company that I'm partnered with is giving away, I'm personally giving away money, by the way, so everyone knows, but also it kind of inspired me too. But also the CEO of the company that I partner with is giving away $1 million in care packages for 100% free to a lot of different people that are in need right now. And I get to share that with people, and I feel so freaking excited about that because I've been wanting to come up with a way that I could give back to people. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now, you guys. And I have been doing everything I can, even on days where I struggle, to show up on social media and try and be a light for people, to try and be goofy, to try and make people laugh, to try and cheer for people. I've been trying to send messages to check in on as many people as possible because I know that a lot of people are going through a really hard time, and I am not in the position that a lot of my friends are in where they have to go to work right now and they're terrified. And I feel so bad because I wish there were more that I could do to help other than love people and cheer for people. And I'm doing that. Okay. But I'm feeling super inspired because, for one, I'm so excited that I get to share these care packages with people. So first of all, if you guys know anyone who is an essential worker right now, anyone who is like a police officer or an EMT or anyone on the front line in the medical field, or even people that are, taking care of children right now because other people have to work. If you know anyone, social workers, or all these people that are still going to work, people who work in grocery stores, I want you to tag them in the comments, okay? Because as long as supplies last, I can literally give them a free $100 care package. They have to pay $5 for shipping, or you can nominate someone and pay the $5 for shipping. And literally they get $100 in free products. It's not anything to prevent sickness. It's not anything like that, but it's just products to help take care of people that are healthy living products for free. So please tag people that you know that could benefit from that, because I want to personally try and help as many people as I possibly can. I was actually thinking about putting together something like that personally for people. So the fact that I get to offer this to people is amazing. And if you are an essential worker, raise your hands in the comments below. Type out "I'm an essential worker" and I will send you the link so that you can go onto the website. You just set up a free account and put in your information and they will send it right to you. Matt, you want to say hi? You want to say hello? You guys, I'm so freaking inspired by and emotional about the fact that they're doing that for people, because I just think that that's incredible. I think that that's so selfless. I think that it's so awesome. We are all limited as far as what we can do to help, but I want to do as much as I can. So, like I said, if you know any essential workers, if you are an essential worker, type in that you're an essential worker in the comments, or tag them below, or nominate them below, anyone who's having a hard time. I want to make sure that they get that, okay? Because I have an unlimited number I can share until they are gone, but it's $1 million in free products. So that's number one, okay? That's number one. It's amazing. But number two, I want to give away, haven't told my husband yet, I'm sure he'll be fine with it. I want to give away $100 to 2 families that are in need right now. I want to give away $100. Matt, how do you feel about that?
That sounds really nice.
I want to give away $100 to 2 families that are in need right now. Okay, I have been trying to rack my brain to come up with a way that I can give back, even if it's in a small way. And so I'm excited that I get to share the essential packages to people. That's amazing. But I wanted to find a way to help people that are struggling financially right now as well. I know it is not lost on me, and I've said this several times, so you guys know me. I'm not a spammy butthole, and I'm not someone that is going to use people struggling to get them interested in what it is I do, or working from home, making money from home, and all of that. It's not for everyone. So I'm not someone that's going to ever do that. But I want to be able to give back financially to people who are struggling right now. So if you know anyone who is having a hard time, or who is struggling, or who is just a good human who deserves it, and that family is having a hard time, or maybe they got laid off, or if you know anyone like that, here's what I want you to do, you guys. And you can also be nominated to win the money yourself. So share this video, okay? And tag anyone in the comments that you think would benefit from that, okay? And then on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to pick 2 winners from the people that shared the video and tag someone in the comments, okay? And I might pick you and the person that you tagged, right? But my goal is just to find people that deserve this and be able to bless them. That's what I'm going to do. And I know it's not $1,000. I know it's nothing crazy, but you know what? I think $100 goes a long way. And I think there's a lot of people who that could help. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So let me know in the comments that you shared this when you do, and make sure that you tag that person, and that's how you will get entered, is by sharing and tagging. So with that being said, everyone, also, let me see some hearts if you're having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day. I did this video at a bad time of night because it's getting dark, but that's okay. So with that being said, I just wanted to share with you guys, because I'm feeling very emotional about everything going on. I'm feeling really grateful that I, first of all, am in a position where I can give back to people, because that's always what I've wanted to be able to do. But I'm also feeling, obviously, like I wish that I could do more. I know people are struggling. I hear these stories about, like a woman who has twins, and she lost her life because she's on the front lines helping people. And I know there are a lot of people who maybe have family members that are in the medical field, or, who are EMTs, or who are doing all these things that are like just filled with anxiety. And I wish that there was more that I could do. I know that there's people that have lost their jobs and are really struggling. And here's what I will say. I understand not what anyone is going through right now. I'm not even going to pretend that I do. But I understand what it is like to feel like you have the rug pulled out from under you. And when it comes to financially, when it comes to losing your job, or when it comes to being like in a really scarce, bad place and not knowing where to go from there, I understand that feeling so well. I have been in a place in my life several times where I truly did not know what I was going to do or how I was going to survive. Before I started what I'm doing now, and I've told you guys about this a lot of times, but I literally was living out of my car for a period in time, okay? Like I know what it's like to not really know how things are going to turn out and to be scared. And here's what I'm telling you. God has a plan for all of us. I truly know that, as long as we are willing to show up for ourselves, okay? So if you are struggling, just be willing to show up and be open to the possibility that your future might not look like you thought it was going to look, but it is still going to be fucking awesome. It's still going to be beautiful. I promise you. You're taking a detour right now, okay? But sometimes the hardest things that we go through are actually the most valuable lessons we ever learn. Like, I can tell you right now that out of all the things I've been through, the hardest pills to swallow taught me the most about who I am as a person and what I am capable of. So, this is what I wanted to share with you guys a little bit. A little over 1 year ago today, I literally had the rug pulled out from under me in such a massive way that I did not know what I was going to do. Me and Matt had this lighting is so bad. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Me and Matt had literally like a week before we had to pay our bills, and it's like $1,700 for this and blah, blah, blah. Like, we don't have a small amount of bills as a family, unfortunately. And I had my daughter, who was like basically a newborn. She was about 4 months old, right? Is that newborn? I don't know. She was little. And I was literally put in a position where my entire paycheck was taken from me. I worked my ass off, and my entire paycheck was taken from me to pay our bills, to buy our daughter formula, to survive, because there were women that really did not want to see me doing well, basically. And there was a lot of drama about it. And I truly did not know what I was going to do. I was lost. I was crying. I don't know if I've been at a lower place in my life than I was at that point. And Matt can attest to this. I truly was just like, what is the point? I was like angry with God almost. I was like, where are you? Like, why do I show up and work so hard and care so much when people can just destroy what you work for overnight, right? And so like the people that have gotten laid off, the people that have lost their job, my heart hurts so much for those people. But here's what I can tell you. I decided right then, it was out of necessity that I was going to find a way to pay our bills. I didn't know how. I was like, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to pay that $1,700. I'm going to pay the $500 for that bill. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. I believed it. I prayed about it. And I went on a freaking mission to find a way to make money from home so I could be with my daughter. And I researched like a psychopath to make sure that where I ended up was someplace that would make me feel good about who I was, but that was helping people, and that I would be able to sleep at night, right? And that I would feel like I had support and stability and all those things. And I did not make this decision lightly. So it's been a little over a year now. And you guys, we went from barely able to pay our bills, right? We went from not knowing if we were going to be able to, thinking about who I could borrow money from, which was a very humbling experience considering the fact that, I was making, in my highest month, it was close to like 40,000 for some of those months. My ego got pretty big. I was like, ooh, we're doing good. I don't need to worry about it. And then what happened? I got into a deep depression. I was being mistreated and abused, and there were a lot of really toxic, unhealthy relationships in my first business. And it was, God was always trying to say, this isn't for you. This isn't where you're supposed to be. But I didn't want to listen. I didn't know what to do. So I just shut down and did nothing. And what happened? My paycheck slowly went down. So by the time that it got to a place where I needed to make it work or else we wouldn't be able to pay our bills, that happened. And my paycheck was totally taken from me. And I needed that money. So I literally was like, okay, you know what? I don't know what you're trying to show me, but I'm going to show up. I'm not going to give up. I don't care what happens. And so here's what I have to tell you. If you could use extra income right now, please reach out to me and I will try and help you. I will. If you're not interested in what I do, that is okay. I will do anything I can to try and cheer for you and help you. But here's what I have to tell you. Do not just give up. If you are struggling, if you are wondering how you're going to pay your bills, if all of a sudden your main source of income was taken from you or severely cut down, like they cut your hours, I can't tell you how many people I've heard from that are going through this right now. Please understand that you do, and you absolutely do have the strength in you to be able to get out of the situation and come out stronger. Because I started what I do now out of necessity because we weren't going to survive. Out of necessity. There are a lot of people who care a ton, and I was one of them, what other people think. But when it got to a place where I literally had to do what I did to pay my bills, I didn't give a shit what anyone thought about it. I was going to make it happen. That was where I was at. Sometimes God will force you to do what you're meant to do because you wouldn't have done it on your own. He'll put you in a situation where you are backed into a corner and you absolutely have to take action or else you don't survive, right? And so I don't know about what you believe in or what you believe about yourself, but I just want you to understand that no matter what happens, if you're backed into a corner, you can fight your way out of it. You 100% can. I promise you, sometimes it takes being knocked down so that you can prove to yourself how strong you have always been. So anyway, sorry for going on quite a long rant about all this. I actually didn't even know what I was going to say. I just knew that I wanted to be able to help people and share my story in a way that hopefully inspires and helps someone. And be able to give away a little bit of money and some care packages for people that deserve it. So like I said, you guys, tag anyone who you think is struggling right now and who could use extra money. I will decide. Thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. I will pick someone, or maybe have Matt pick someone. I'll do it in a fair way. 2 people on Friday that will win $100. Okay. And then also those care packages, those $100 care packages for anyone that wants like some essential free products for anyone that's an essential worker. Comment below that you're an essential worker, and feel free to tag anyone who you know who is working right now that deserves it, because we're giving away $1 million in products to those people, and I want to bless as many people as I can with that. And I will pick someone on Friday. And then if anyone needs help making extra money and you want to know more about what I do, reach out to me. But that is not why I did this video. But listen, mark my words, if there is a fucking way that I can help people right now, I'm gonna do it. Not out of greed, out of this. The reason I do what I do is to help people. If I ever get too focused on my goals or money or anything having to do with me, I don't feel motivated. Because truly the only reason I got into psychology, the reason I got into personal training, the reason I became a dietitian, all those things is because my heart beats to help people. I am like so lit up and inspired when I can expand my impact and find more people that in any way would benefit from, whether it's getting healthier, because that is the thing that transcended my life. I mean, I was 300 pounds, you guys. I did not believe in myself. I still struggle to believe in myself, but it lights me up to be able to help transfer a little bit of belief into someone else that like, yeah, you fucking can do the hard things you don't think you can, because I sure didn't. So anyway, feel free to reach out to me about that as well, but there's never any pressure on that stuff, you guys. It may not be a fit. But I love you guys. And if you are struggling right now, I just want you to know that I see you. I understand, even though I don't, and I can't pretend to because I'm not going through it, but I understand struggle. That I do. And if there's any way I can help you, please just let me know. Nominate whoever you want, you guys. I want to personally be able to give as many of these as I can. And then share this video and tag someone below that you want to enter, and I'll pick 2 people on Friday to earn $100 who do those 2 things. All right. So I hope you guys are having a good night. I hope that you heard my heart in all of this and you know that truly I just want to help people. I have to go do a team training now and I'm like crying. I really need to I need to calm down. Like Taylor Swift down. Calm down. I need to calm down. Or anyway, is it even a live video if I'm not ridiculous? No, it's not. Okay, so keep tagging, you guys. I'll pick the winners on Friday at 6 p.m. Keep sharing, and thank you for being in my corner and being the wonderful and supportive fucking friends that you are. You guys are my favorite humans, and I'm just so grateful that I know each and every one of you. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.